Hey guys, it's Reed from Commander 99, and today we are going over a few upgrades for the Commander 2018 decks. This video, we will be talking about the red-blue artifact deck, Exquisite Inventions. The Commander is Saheeli, the Gifted. She is 2, a red and a blue, for a legendary planeswalker that comes in with 2 loyalty counters. Her +1 is create a 1/1 colorless servo artifact creature token, or +1, the next spell you cast this turn costs 1 generic mana less to cast for each artifact you control as you cast it. And lastly, her ultimate ability is -7. For each artifact you control, create a token that is a copy of it. Those tokens gain haste. Exile those tokens at the beginning of the next end step. With this deck, I focused on an artifact token build. A lot of cards in the pre-constructed deck work by having a lot of artifacts, and this deck makes a ton of artifact tokens to abuse that. Let's get into some of the cards. First off, Fairy Artisans is going to let us copy our opponent's best creatures. Since the deck makes a lot of Thopters and Servos, I've added Sai, Master Thopterist, Skullclamp, and Biden of Thassa to allow the deck's mini machines to be used to fuel a draw engine. One with the Machine, Machinate, Indomitable Creativity, Kuldotha Forge Master, and Tezzeret the Seeker are ways to dig deep or tutor for artifacts in the deck. The deck also uses the Antiquities War, Shared Animosity, and once again Tezzeret the Seeker to turn all of our wonderful 1/1 tokens into 5/5 tokens or larger and make a huge swing at our enemies. Impact Tremors and Reckless Fireweaver hurt our opponents whenever one of our tokens enters the battlefield, while Gaia per Aether Grid lets them get damage in when they can't swing safely. The cards Trading Post and Goblin Welder are reliable ways to return lost artifacts at the low cost of one of our tokens. Chief Engineer allows our army of servos to help cast larger artifact spells, while Storm the Vaults rewards that same army for attacking, which will produce a lot of mana for us. Master of Ethereum both increases the power and toughness of all of our artifacts, making our tokens deal more damage, and has the potential of a very high power and toughness itself. Lastly, I've added 2 of the best lands for artifacts. Inventor's Fair is an insanely powerful land for artifact decks, and Spire of Industry gives us some more mana fixing. Now let me take a few minutes and go over the cards that I've removed. So I've taken out Varchild, Betrayer of Yeldor, because she's not quite on theme. I've also removed Loyal Drake, Tidings, Reverse Engineering, Thirst for Knowledge, and Endless Atlas because we've added a better suite of cards to let us draw. Because our commander costs 4 mana and Geode Golem doesn't reduce commander tax, we've gone ahead and cut it. Maverick Thopterist does not have a repeatable effect, and for 5 mana there are better ways for us to make tokens. Hellkite Igniter, Inkwell Leviathan, and Scuttling Doom Engine end up being large beaters, but fall short compared to Master of Ethereum or Darksteel Juggernaut, so the 3 of them have also been cut. Scrambling Claws and Tawnos, Urza's Apprentice, end up being both situational and underpowered. Aether Gale is both sorcery speed and limited to 6 targets, so it doesn't really serve a purpose of mass removal or as an answer for fast threats. We've also cut Magmaquake and Into the Royal. Lastly, 4 basic lands and Pilgrim's Eye have been cut. This is a comfortable cut as the pre-constructed deck list runs a plethora of mana rocks. I hope this deck tech will help you guys make your own exquisite inventions, and if you liked our suggestions, give us a like, tell us why, and subscribe.